Hello everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and budget out my second paycheck for the month of February. Let's go ahead and just deal with the overspending first though. For clothing, it was a lot of money. And I kind of forgot that I'd done my annual budget kind of thing in January, and I forgot that my annual budget for clothing this year was gonna be $10 a month. But I did have quite a bit of money, about $200 worth of clothing money. So I went ahead and tried out Rent the Runway because I want to use Rent the Runway in the latter half of the year for another event. But I had an event this time and tried it out. I really liked it. If I had more events to go to, I would probably keep it ongoing, but hopefully I remember to cancel this. And then I bought some Converse because I've always wanted the high top Converse. And someone's gonna teach me how to lift weights, so I'll just use those. Although I know you can also just not use any shoes at all. So I'm gonna cover this with Ready to Assign. Health and beauty was also a lot of money. It usually is when I have to like an event because I tend to buy makeup and stuff. And I've also started getting into skincare. Vitamin C serum has been the best. You have to get your butt paste according to Dr. Shireen on YouTube and lather it all over your face for dry winters. And I gotta say, that has been working out very well, that butt paste. But it was like $20, but for a tub like this, then completely worth it. And I have gotten compliments on my skin. How do you for this event that I went to, I decided not to, I decided not to do my eyebrows because I mean, at the end of the day, like when you get ready for work and stuff, people notice when you're nice and put together, but they don't really remember what you have on most of the time. So I'm like, are they really gonna remember if I didn't pluck my eyebrows? Probably not. Anyway, I'm not gonna click on that because it might be a little bit embarrassing. So let's just cover that with Ready to Assign, which was a lot of money, I gotta say. For subscription, I have a month and a half worth of a bill. So I did sign up for like a $20 subscription for legal services. They cover a lot of free things like estate planning and power of attorneys, which I want to get for my parents. I know for power of attorneys, you could just use kind of like an online site to load or create the power of attorney form, and then you guys sign it or take it to a notary. But it has like, if you get charged with a misdemeanor, not that I'm planning on breaking the law, but it's like, my number one fear is I know I'm dumb, and well, I don't want to put myself down. I'm certainly smart in some areas, but I've always had this fear, like growing up in a lower income household, any single small mistake that you make in terms of with like rules and laws, it comes harder on people with less income, coming from certain neighborhoods. Like you get a lot less chances than other people with money as you grow up to make mistakes and to be dumb. Because growing up, we're all dumb, okay? We all make mistakes. We all have to learn. And some of us do and some of us don't. But as we're learning, I don't know. I wanted to, all that to say that I wanted to sign up for this legal subscription service through work because they cover a lot of things. If you ever get into like a civil lawsuit or something, they'll cover you with a lawyer up to like $15,000 for it's like small mistakes or a convenience that I would want to have if I ever did something or if someone ever came at me. I don't know. But I'm happy to pay it, and that's what that is, and I'm gonna budget for that moving forward, which I didn't foresee me doing, but it's just a lot of things happened in January that I just want to be more prepared for things that I could be prepared for, you know? That's the whole point of having a budget. So we covered all of our spending. I'm left with $2,055.85. So let's go to all. Rent is fully funded. Utilities is all fully funded. Phone, I'm gonna put a little bit more towards phone, $132 for my portion of the bill. I paid 3 lines, and I'm putting a little bit more than my usual budgeted, $110, because I went to Mexico in January and I always pay for extra internet for it to work well. Because people get angry when you use up their internet. They don't, yeah. Groceries is covered. I still have a good amount, $144.02. And I think there's how many weeks left? 2 weeks left in February now. Transportation is covered. Oh, I also got $38.75 worth of reimbursement from work. So I'm just gonna add $39 there. I'm gonna add $25.47 for subscriptions, $26.48. Renter's insurance is fully funded. Health and beauty. Oh, you know why I was overspent? Because I hadn't budgeted anything for health and beauty. So overall for the month, I'm just gonna leave it at 100. Oh, great. Household is 100. Noche Buena, 25. Family supports, 300. I'm looking at my ready to assign, like making sure it's not going down too fast. Christmas, it's gonna be $75, and gifts and giving already budgeted 100. So those are all funded for the giving. True expenses, I'm going to click on new phone, new computer, and fund those. Wedding, it's not mine. $100 for that. I want to make sure I'm prepared for that. Clothing, and it might be an ongoing category because one of my very, very bestest friends is engaged. So maybe I'll keep funding that. Eventually, I guess I kind of want to get married, but not really, not right now. I know they're expensive though, so maybe I'll just keep it after this year. Roth IRA is good for now. I'm going to add another $25 to investments, so that's total $50 for this year. Pensions done. And that's that. Why? I guess, thank the Lord, I have a lot of money because I funded basically all of my rent with my first paycheck, and I didn't really have that much more money to budget after that. But now I have a lot of money and I should probably put it to fund employment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be responsible and I'm going to budget ahead. For once in my life, it's been a while since I've done this. I'll just put it all under rent. And that's that for the month of March. My lease will be renewing in April, so we'll see if my rent goes up at all.
Now I'm going to track my income and my investments to see what my savings rate is.
Okay. Let's start with my gross paycheck. I like to keep track of this. I wasn't going to keep track of this initially, but it's nice data to have and it's not that much more work. So it's $34.50 with 4 cents for my gross paycheck. Cashback, nothing nothing so far. For my pension, it was, normally it's the 308.32, but I am purchasing a year and 1 month worth of service credit, so that's a payment of $138.87. For my 457B, what I'm contributing is 15% of my gross income, so that's 451.78 plus 133 with 47 cents for the employer match. Roth IRA, how many Mondays have passed, you guys? Let's see, calendar. February 2024 calendar. 1, 2, so far 2 payments of 132.07 have posted, most likely. It should show on YNAB. Oh, 132.07 so far, 1, but I'm counting this upcoming Monday. Bonds 0, brokerage 25 so far. And that gives me so far a savings rate, a total savings rate of 38%. So now let's go towards retirement contributions, and we can see now total for my Roth has been $924 so far. 457B, $2,000, brokerage $75, which leaves me at a progress of 21%. For a little while, I was going to lower my contribution rate to my 457B so that I could save. You know what? I have a lot of money left because that reminded me. I have a lot of money left because I have not contributed to my travel fund. What happened? Okay, let's minus $500. Let's go back to February. And I do notice I did this whole thing, a sweet place, my goodness. $400. I mean, $500 is my goal for travel. Education, I'm gonna put $20 there. Eating out is $100. And guilt-free spending is $50. And for clothing, I'll add it up to 10 so far, which does put me at a deficit in March. I think that's all. So I'm still kind of ahead. It's okay. I'm doing great. Minus 170.29. And now everything's good. That was good that I was going over my goals and everything, huh? So that's pretty much it so far for the month of February. Everything's fully funded, and I hope you guys had a great time. Just it's kind of like when you're talking to a friend and you don't want to say goodbye. I think that's all. Oh, yeah, I wanted to lower down my 15% contribution for my 457B, but then I realized having money and time is great. So if you have a lot of time but you don't have any money, you're gonna have a rough time. And if you have a lot of money but you don't have any time to enjoy the money, so there's a balance there. And I feel like putting 15% away to my 457B right now is pretty good, and I need to toughen it out and be a little uncomfortable with my budget, because as you see, I can still set aside, or so far, in coming months, I can maybe set aside a little less towards travel, and that would be fine. I really do need to prioritize both things because both are equally important to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your month.